Hello students, welcome back to English lecture. Now we will be proceeding to our second part of the story. So in the last lecture we have seen that how Eveline overcome her disabilities and became a world famous musician. Now we'll continue further. All this time Eveline won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard, you know where you are going, you will be there. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi percussionist with a mastery of some thousand instruments and hectic international schedule. Now Evelyn could achieve this all due to her sheer determination and hard work, but she was never feeling proud about it. That is why it is said that she won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. So she never thought that she has done something very different and people are praising her. She has become very famous, but she was so much down to earth like a normal person. So she always said that if you work hard and you know what to achieve, one day you are able to achieve that. For that, what is needing is your hard work. And she had been able to achieve mastery over multi-percussionist. Multi-percussionist means music, she could play different instruments and she was able to achieve mastery over that instrument. So you can see here mastery of some thousand instruments. So she was able to play more than thousand musical different instrument. Believing? Hard to believe, but yes, it is true. I would say she is able to play thousand instruments, musical instrument, and she had mastery over it. Now you can also um, just go back and the drum beats video which I have shown to you, that drum beat player was none other than Eveline Glennie. So you can see how swiftly she was playing the drums. So she is having mastery over many musical instrument and she is having the hectic schedule. She goes for each and every day. She is having some of the concerts, solo performances, and she keep on moving around the world doing the music concerts. It is intriguing to watch Eveline function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. So, this interview was taken by Deborah Cowley. So, whatever we are reading the chapter, this chapter is written by Deborah Cowley. So Deborah Cowley is an Ottawa-based writer and broadcaster. She has traveled the world while writing more than 100 articles for different edition of Reader's Digest. I hope you might have heard the book named Reader's Digest, which is world famous. She has been on air broadcaster for CBC Radio in Washington DC and worked for CBC television in London, Egypt and Cairo. Her writings were shortlisted for the Ottawa Book Award and she had been a member of Writers Union of Canada since 2001. So this is about Deborah Cowley, the writer. Now she was interviewing Eveline, and in her interview, Deborah understood that she came to know that she is speaking very nicely even though she is not able to hear, but she didn't give any chance that okay, repeat the question, I did not understand the question. She was speaking effortlessly, she was answering effortlessly as if she is able to hear it properly. Now 2 hours the discussion was going on, and in that 2 hour discussion, what Eveline told about hearing someone, that she even we can, the deaf persons here see our lip movements, and from the lip movements they can make out whatever we are speaking. Now she is very good in lip reading, so that is why there was never problem facing that Deborah is interviewing a deaf girl. But what Eveline is saying that she humorously she says that a person who is having bushy beards, so persons who is having bushy beards, she it gives trouble because she is not able to see their lip movement, while because their bushy beards are covering the lips. So only that is the problem for her. So it further she says it is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lit. So here lilt means a way of speaking. Now here we can see that Evelyn is saying that not only lip movement, she can read not only lip movement, but she sees the whole face, especially the eyes. She can read the eyes of a person. She speaks flawlessly. Flawlessly means without any mistake or without going out of the track. She speaks very clearly. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. So what she is saying that I am able to speak because I was a normal child till the age of 11. After 11, I became completely deaf. So I am knowing the words she was speaking first, because we have seen that till the age of 8, 9, up till 11, she was a normal child. She could hear, she could speak, she was doing everything like a normal child. So she is able to speak very nicely. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. So after that also, when she became deaf, further she learned French and basic Japanese language also. So quite interesting, isn't it? Now as for music, she explained, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. So here she tells about the music, that music it pours in through every part of my body. So whenever she is playing any of the music, or she hears means she senses the music, it tingles in the skin. Tingles means to make a sensation here. So that brings some sensation in her skin. Then her cheekbones, she can sense even through her hair. Can you believe it? But it's true. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. So when she is playing the drums, the sound, resonance means the sounds, the echoes of the sound. So that echo she can feel into her body. And whenever she is performing on the stage, she always removes her shoes so that she can feel the vibration of the music beats. Not surprisingly, Eveline delights her audience. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Soloist of the Year award. So she received the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Soloist of the Year award in 1991. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than anyone of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So this we have heard, we have explained, I have explained this lines in a beginning of the chapter. So these lines are said by John Blades. So Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concert, Eveline also gives free concert in prisons, hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund of Deaf Children says she is shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. So apart from doing the concert, she says that she is workaholic. Workaholic means a person who finds difficult to stop working, always work work work. So such person is called workaholic person. So she like to work all the time, and even though she gets time, whenever she gets free time, she performs free concerts in the prisons for the prisoners. She performs concerts in the hospitals, and she gives time for the young children or the young musicians. She trains them. So one of the Beethoven Fund person, that is Anne Richlin, he tells that she is a shining inspiration for the deaf children. So when deaf children see her, they understand that it is not difficult for them to reach at that level. Even though they are deaf, that is not their disability, or that it is not the world has ended for them. So they can also achieve such position in the world. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. So Evelyn Glennie has already achieved at such a smaller age. She has able to achieve which the people, those who are twice her age, have not been achieved. So she has brought this percussion at the front of orchestra, and she is giving inspiration to the handicapped disabled persons. And then they say that if she can do it, I can. Means if such a person, even though she is deaf, she is able to achieve the world's top musician awards, then why can't we? And she has got, and she's been giving good, enormous pleasure. Enormous means huge, huge pleasure to millions by her music. So this is the chapter. I hope you have understood it. One more time, go through the chapter. If there are any difficulties, do contact me on WhatsApp. And along with this, I am attaching a beautiful video of Evelyn Glennie's interview. Do watch that video and solve the practice sheet in your notebook or on the punch paper. So till then, bye.